Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, two more people in Michigan have been charged for taking part in the breach of voting equipment. As I shared last week with you guys, there was an attorney named Stephanie Lambert. She was part of the whole Kraken crew. I know a lot of people thought that it was Sidney Powell I was talking about. I refer to the entire group as all of the Kraken attorneys because they were working with Sidney Powell. But Lambert said last week that her attorney was informed that she had been indicted. We still haven't seen that yet, but they don't inform the public. They don't release the details until someone has been arrested. So she clearly has not been taken into custody. But we do now know, it has been officially announced and confirmed, that Matthew DePerno was charged with multiple felonies as well as Stephanie Lambert. DePerno was a candidate for the Attorney General in Michigan. That makes it even more egregious what he took part in. But the previous reports about his involvement appear to be true. So we had known about this. We thought that this was the case. Now it's been confirmed, or at least he's accused of these things. He is now charged with improper possession of a voting machine, conspiracy to unlawfully possess a voting machine, conspiracy to gain unauthorized access to a computer system, and willfully damaging a voting machine. The second person who's been charged is a former Republican state representative. This person's name is Daire Rendon. And Rendon was charged with conspiracy to unlawfully possess a voting machine and using false pretenses with the intent to defraud. Both of these men were arraigned yesterday. This is part of the same investigation and the case involving Stephanie Lambert. Essentially, they're all accused of taking part in obtaining voting equipment without authorization. And as I mentioned with Stephanie Lambert, in some cases, they took this stuff and they gave it to other people. They handed it over to others to supposedly analyze this equipment and to try to locate signs of tampering in the 2020 election. Sometimes they had this equipment for weeks, in one case, 3 weeks. Now, here's my question to all the election deniers out there. Let's say, for the sake of argument, let's say you're all correct, okay? Let's say the courts are corrupt. Even the judges that Trump appointed himself, let's say they were all on the side of the deep state. They all kicked his lawsuits to the curb because they're all bought and paid for shills. It's not true. That is not true. But let's say that it is. Let's set that aside. How do you explain the lack of evidence from these voting equipment breaches? These are all Trump people. These people like DePerno, Rendon, Lambert, all of them, they're all as MAGA gets. And the people in other states, places like Georgia, Colorado, you got Tina Peters out there in Colorado. You got all these other people that are in trouble. Kathy, I forget her name, down in, I think it's Latham, down in Georgia, where the voting machines were also breached by Trump minions. And yet they found nothing. They have yet to provide a single shred of evidence showing that the machines were tampered with. Riddle me that, MAGA men and women. Seriously, where is the evidence? Why haven't they exposed it? It's been how many years? We're coming up on 3 years almost since that election. If you won't be honest with the rest of us, at least be honest with yourself. Trump lost, and deep down inside, you know it. And you just won't admit it because it gives you cover, because it allows you to push for laws that are unfair. It allows you to wave your hand away at gerrymandering and all of these voter suppression efforts. You use it as cover to justify your bad behavior, your illegal activity, so that you can support Republican lawmakers and others in various states doing things that are unethical and wrong, just flat out wrong. just immoral. In some cases, amoral. So anyway, guys, I will let you know if I hear any more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you guys. Take care. Talk with you soon.